welcome back to
The Streets of Rage.
Pew, 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 pew. Do I want to do stage select, arcade? How much?
Hit him with an arcade mode.
Well, arcade is going to be a long play. Arcade's going to take like an hour, at least.
Hey, you can't like pause between levels.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll go one at a time. Stage select, baby.
Let's do story, because it's
Okay.
basically stage select. Sorry, I should. Okay, what do we want?
I'll be wrong twice.
Only because I made you that way. It's sort of set you up for failure, I guess, by being indecisive and stupid.
Yeah, let's get ready for a bare knuckle brawl. Do it. Hard mode. Take it away. Easy. Easy.
Let me try.
I mean, hard mode being easy.
Yeah, it's too hard. I think hard I can reasonably beat on the show. You sure you don't want to jump in on this?
Nah.
It's a good time.
We'll put one more episode for it. I'll commentate.
All right. Cool.
Because I feel like this is probably easier with like a whole. I'll bring my Switch controls over next time. And I'll have my own little setup.
Yeah, maybe. Although, I gotta say, I actually don't mind playing with the sideways control, but, like, whatever. Well, it's fine.
I've committed to this.
Let's do...
Bring it on.
Blaze,
Bring it on.
who is just looking fantastic.
Just looking great.
We'll probably be streaming this game, too. Like, we'll stream a couple playthroughs of it, but... Oh, wait, sweet plot.
10 years have passed since the fall of Mr. X and his syndicate. The city has been at peace. Until now.
Wow, good
A
timing.
new crime empire has arisen, corrupting everything good in the city. It is rumored to be led by Mr. X's own son's children, the Y twins, who have different last names. Former detectives Axel Stone and Blaze Field, and God, I'm running out of space. Voice with their old friend, Dr. Sam standing on the streets of rage.
Oh my god, that's the name of the game that we're playing.
Oh, snap. What? It's crazy.
And normally, I think we're going to be streaming this game probably on arcade mode, like, tomorrow night. But we figured it's good for SEO because everybody's playing it and it's new. So I'm going to play story mode. Because also, I think at any given time, you can get a second player jumping in on story mode. So if, like, we do another take of this,
I'll be right
another day.
in. So we're going to start with level 1, the streets, dare I say, of rage.
which I'm just going to amend. I'm going to repeat some of the things that we said on our last stream because our last stream was... Oh boy, we have a whole ton of technical issues on it.
It was rough.
They're
not even up right now, right? They didn't stay.
No, I took them both down. So those are not rewatchable. Anyway, I'll probably look if we get a stream of this going tomorrow night and it's good, which it will be because we know
We figured it out.
We know which technical issues to look out for this time. I will definitely keep those up. But no, the previous streams went down. But I will repeat a few of the things that I said on those streams. Chief among them that this is Streets of Rage 4. There has not been a new Streets of Rage game since Streets of Rage 3, which is a dumpster fire.
Which was released in
1993.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It's been 27 years. And this game is great, and you can tell it's great because this first level is basically an homage to Streets of Rage 2, which is the best game in the Streets of Rage series by a mile, by like a country mile, by a long shot. There's no competition, at least as far as I'm concerned. Now, I've seen some people online say Streets of Rage 3 is the best.
And they're wrong.
They're smoking crack.
They're just wrong.
So, yes, they are just wrong. But this game is a whole lot of fun.
This game slaps.
If you are, including the music, by the way, which we were marveling at last time, because it's basically house music, which again is a tradition that really started with Streets of Rage 2. It's a lot of Streets of Rage 2 was
kind of like just dancey, sick EDM disco-y vibes.
Yeah.
That is what I'm into, and was the music that got me into making music.
All these years later,
and I'm the same man that I was at age 11.
you have more facial hair.
That's true. I did not have a beard back then.
Although, my God, it's hard to picture you without it.
Well, it's I keep forgetting that I have one, but I also now when I do shave, am still it's like sort of like cake and eat it too, even though it's I guess the opposite because I can't really pick one or which way to feel because I forget that it's on my face. I go through my life, and only when I look in a mirror I'm like, oh yeah, I have a beard. But then when I do shave and I see my clean face for the first time in a while, I am also like, oh god, that's what's been there the whole time, but that's just my face. So it's like it's a lose-lose, I guess.
It's the face that you were born with and grew up with.
And also the face I forget I have.
Right, yeah. Just
because it's obscured by hair.
A sight out of mind.
Nowadays, all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
So one new thing with this game that they sort of stress is combos, and specifically juggling and stuff like that. So if you notice the hit counter in the sort of upper left-hand or the left-hand side of the screen,
you want that number to be big.
Want that number to be big.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it can be broken. So basically you want to get strings of combos without getting hit. Like when it says break, I just lost all those points.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you don't even get any of the combo points.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's a harsh mistress. And
so we'll just use the card, rack up points. Oh, love it.
Special attack. Now, normally I'd be playing as Axel, because I was ride or die Axel.
Back in the day.
In Streets of Rage 2, but he kind of sucks in this game. So I've taken to playing Blaze, because her reach is pretty good, and she's well-balanced, and I just...
And she a bad bitch.
Boy, is she. And I just love her character design in this one. I always feel like she had the crappiest character design in any of the Streets of Rage games, because she was in all three. She was in 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And I always felt like they never quite got her.
Series mainstay, but now they finally figured it out.
Yeah, now she actually, like... It's not even that she looks good. I mean, she looks great, but, like, it's that she looks like an actual person that you might see.
Instead of, like, you know, an early 90s game where it's like, yes, girl.
Yeah.
You can play as cool guy with a white shirt, edgy cop,
kid on roller skates.
Kid on roller skates, and girl.
Yeah. Oh, this character's set to girl. So she kicks ass in this game.
Hell yeah.
I love that getup. And boy, it's amazing. Although I will say, boy, it's amazing those titties don't pop out in the middle of all them flipping and jumping. Not looking for them to. Just it's
got some super glue on that bra.
Yeah, I know it. I have a ton of lady friends who would love to know what kind of bra she's wearing.
What's her secret?
Yeah, and it's all like hand animated, so each character has, I think, like 1,000 frames in total for all their animations, which is super cool. And you can definitely tell this was made by people who love the original series, which is cool.
Like, this game feels like a love letter to all that.
Absolutely.
Hell yes.
Like, it's a little conservative in that regard. It doesn't really... It's not reinventing the wheel or anything, but
they're spicing everything up that you loved about everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
They just make for a very pleasing experience, which the game...
That's what you want in a beat 'em up. Some fluidity, some momentum that's easy to maintain, or is at least, like, fun to try and maintain.
Yeah, it's made for... It's just made for, like, arcade-style fun. You don't need... It's like the... And again, I said this on our last playthrough of it when we streamed, which, by the way, we've been streaming every Wednesday. Put that quick plug in there if you want to catch us on the streams. Come hang out with us Wednesday nights, because we stream every Wednesday. I'm going to put that on tape to hold ourselves accountable, so that we have to.
Oh, man, now it's in writing. Damn it. Or rather in audio archived records. Ah, fuck.
So we, but I said this on the last, like, the stream, that, excuse me, yeah, it's been 27 years since they last made a Streets of Rage game, so it's just nice to kind of get it back to basics and have a good time with it, and make something that works and isn't, you know, an utter disappointment like Streets of Rage 3.
Oh!
I'm going to take this playthrough to burn Streets of Rage 3. Like, look, if you love Streets of Rage 3 and it really means something to you and you enjoy it, be happy with it. You live your life. Don't listen to me. I'm just some douche.
You're one guy. You're just one guy.
But, like...
Yeah, no, of course, we want you to live your life and enjoy the things you enjoy, and we don't really care. But we do, and I say we, and I mean Doug, because I have played none of these games, stand strongly in the opinion that 2 is the best one. But that's just like...
You stand strongly on the opinion that 2 is the best one. Despite having never played any of them.
Despite having never played it, I also will have that belief now instilled in me. But, you know, whatever you like, that's just like your opinion, man, and that's cool, dude. Live your life.
Star attack to explode some enemies.
Badass.
Have some apple, because I'm about to die.
Grab some apple.
Yeah, I have fond memories of playing Streets of Rage 2 with my brother Tim, who is 10 years older than I am. And he had a Sega Genesis when I was a kid. And even back then, for any Streets of Rage diehards out there, he would play as Max, and I would play as Axel. And we got to a point where we could generally speedrun this game.
Hell yeah.
On Mania, which is the highest difficulty setting. And we could just clean house with it, like without losing any lives sometimes.
Dope.
Obviously I can't, he lives in Denver, so I can't play with him in person. But if you were to ever get this game for... Right, B. Alright, well, okay. Alright, if that's the way you feel about it. By the way, the plot in this game is sort of like the plot in a porno. It's there, but you don't really... They control everything.
And
Oh
everyone.
my god. There's one man who can help you. The Grandmaster of Chinatown.
He used to be a friend of theirs. It's too late, though. Then what's the point? They already found you. Oh, snap. That's thrilling. That's cool.
And they take me to the police precinct.
Ah.
And I noticed this overworld map is basically a combination of, like, the lower tip of Manhattan and I guess some features of Brooklyn a little further north. That's pretty much Manhattan, though. I mean, the buildings are different, but the geography
It's
is
essentially the same.
very much the same.
Just like squished all in one.
And even the bridges, too. They've got the bridges in the right places, like the Brooklyn Bridge and the Verrazano Bridge. They're all exactly where they would be in real life. They're just probably not called that in this game.
No, because this is not canonically New York. This is just like a different fictional city.
Yeah, they finally gave a name to this city. I don't know that it ever had a name in the Streets of Rage series, but in this game it is referred to as Wood Oak City, I think.
Yeah, that's a different place.
Yeah, that's not New York.
That's something else. That cop was moonwalking. Oh, that was so cool.
No, that's nothing. You want to see some moonwalking? Hold on a second.
In that, yeah, he was walking backwards, but his forward walking animation was playing.
I'll kill this guy. That's
the wrong song, but all right.
Whatever, it works for that.
That's the one where he does the lean.
Oh yeah, yeah, where he does cough syrup.
Right. That's what I was referring to. The music video where Michael Jackson just gets fucked up.
Yeah, have you ever really listened to that song? He's coughing and hacking the whole time through. Chest congestion, man. It kills you.
Get some codeine for the cough thing.
That's why he's asking Annie if she's okay. Honey, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Because you sound a little sick. I just wanted to check in on you if I could get you anything like some NyQuil or something.
You could use a little bit of some smooth Benadryl.
Hey!
Some smooth Benadryl. That song, I would argue, is more mouth grunts than anything else.
Then it is musical content.
Yeah, it's just that.
And shamans, of course.
Oh, and of course, yeah.
Gotta hit him with a shaman.
By that point, had almost become compulsory in Michael Jackson songs. That's why I always feel like Bad is definitely the I don't want to say the weakest, but definitely the one that I enjoy the least out of that sort of power.
56, come on. Yeah. Look at that combo, baby.
That's fun.
Amazing.
Look at those little rats.
The rats, we've established that the rats are our friends in this game, by the way.
Yes.
They're part of the Streets of Rage squad.
Yes. Unlike in real life, where they're part of government conspiracy.
Right. No, of course.
Because rats aren't real. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're in on it. Sheeple. Think for yourselves.
Don't believe a word of it.
We link to a video in the description that tells you the truth
About rats.
Yeah. That they exist and they carry disease.
It's just an informative video on the black. That's on the Black Plague. Great.
There's like a documentary about New York subway rats.
Yeah.
Which, oh man, I remember seeing some big heckin' chonkers.
Ooh.
In my time in the city as a teenager. I remember one time waiting for a subway, and there was this woman who was like aghast at seeing a rat on the subway platform. She was just horrified. It's like, lady, what do you think you're standing on? This whole platform is made of concrete and rats.
And nothing else. Was she not from New York? Was that the vibe you got?
Maybe.
I'm not from there.
But she looked like a commuter. I don't know. Or like a...
Well, I never.
Yeah, exactly. Like that vibe all over. It's like, really? I don't know. Which actually...
Yeah, welcome to the city, lady.
Which is why in Tarrytown Girls, there's a line, from the west side out to Brooklyn, of course, from the west side out to Brooklyn, girls from out of town are looking out for thieves and subway rats. And I heart New York shirts and hats.
Yeah.
It's based off that person's like, you know, rats in New York? Well, this is an outrage. It's like, come on, man.
No, this is who we are.
They live here. They take the F train. Unless they're going to Bushwick, in Bushwick Avenue, in which case they take the 1 and transfer to the D.
Yeah.
Before they get off it in the Bronx. You know, like the rest of us.
Like the rest of us. New York is the greatest city in the world. I don't know. I'm not from there. I can't say that with confidence. But I've visited. I have been that tourist, and I did enjoy my time there.
We were going to play there. We were going to play there the second weekend of June. And now, so true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never in line for dreams. Which is just a fancy, poetic way of saying fucking 10
SOL, bro. Yeah.
And it's not even my way. It's courtesy of oh god, what's the group?
The Bee Gees.
Spandau Ballet. They do this song True.
Ah.
That's the first line from the song True. So true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never in line for dreams. Head over heels went toe to toe.
You said My Way. You were referencing the Frank Sinatra song.
When did I say My Way?
You're like, it's not My Way, but I thought I thought you were talking about the Frank Sinatra song.
I was not, but go ahead.
Oh, I was going to segue into another fun fact about that song, or a fun fact about that song, rather.
Yeah, go.
What is it? David Bowie's Life on Mars was written because I think David Bowie was also trying to set lyrics to the tune that was My Way.
Uh-huh.
And he submitted it, and the label was like, no, it's bad. We don't like it. The lyrics you wrote are stupid. So he used the same sort of like musical ideas, but like changed the harmony and then, you know, changed the melody and chorus, and then wrote Life on Mars instead. Yeah. But yeah, he was trying to write, because it was like a French song first, and he, and then also the, not collaborating, but like I guess at the same time, the guy that wrote My Way, which was not Frank Sinatra, by the way. Frank Sinatra didn't really write any songs. We're like, you know, setting English lyrics to this French song. That was the melody of My Way. And David Bowie had his attempt, and the other writer had his, and they sent theirs. And yeah, whoever was in charge said to David Bowie, like, no, this is not good. This is bad.
Oh, so you're saying David Bowie could have effectively, quote unquote, written My Way.
Right, but it wouldn't have been called My Way. It would have been a different song with a different, hook and title. But yeah, he was setting lyrics to that same melody.
Interesting.
That ended up also being My Way, because someone else was setting lyrics to that same French song. But yeah, they said no. I was like, fine, I'll go write Life on Mars instead. And did. And it was very good.
I would argue better than My Way. I mean, I get that My Way is iconic. And maybe just because I've heard it so many times, I'm just sort of done with it.
Yeah, I enjoy the Frank Sinatra song My Way. It was ruined for me because it was played at
Trump's inauguration,
celebratory sort of deal. Or not inauguration, or like a celebration sort of deal.
It was like his inauguration, and Paul Anka saying, "Oh, Paul Anka was the one who wrote the lyrics to My Way."
There we go. There it is.
And then he like he changed some of the lyrics to fit Trump's story.
Yeah.
It's just like,
so for that reason, it's been like, oh, I can't really get behind this anymore.
Well,
but it's a good tune.
Also, regardless of your political stance, I just hate changing lyrics around for the sake of accommodating one person.
Like an event or something.
It's
yeah,
kind of cheesy. Hell yeah, S rank. Cool, which actually brings us to like, man, that's like 20 minutes. So we will keep kicking ass and talking about Frank Sinatra, I guess.
Or David Bowie. We'll see.
Roberta Flack, Donny Hathaway,
Frank Sinatra.
Bye. Oh wait, sweet cutscene. Well.
I'm doing the slow clap.
Slow clap, yeah.
Finally, I get to meet the city's finest heroes.
Who the hell are you?
Call me Mr. Y. My dear sister and I are the owners. With you've been making quite a mess, to be honest. But we're ready to make a very generous offer to stop all this nonsense.
Oh shit, gold bars.
Please, don't be rash. Consider it carefully. Whoa! Well, in that case, oh, they set it on fire. And then I assume that's the cue for the next level to start, which we'll see next time on Raspberry Plays. They're drowning.
No, they're going for a swim. Except for that one guy with the metal arms. He's drowning.
He's very heavy.
And just like the Lonely Island, they're on a boat. Okay, now we can end the episode.
That's the official sign off.